What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV, back at it again with another banger, my friends. So kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Staley is standing on business behind her squad, specifically her star freshman, who she says could be the best player, not even could be, will be the best player in college basketball in due time.
I'm going to put it out there. Joyce is going to be the best player in college basketball one day. I say that only because of her work ethic and her intellect and her wants. She's highly motivated. I don't know if that's what she wants to do, but she got she's like very Aaliyah-like when it comes to what she pours into her game. So a lot of times basketball will repay you in such a way that you become the best player in the country. Joyce injects what we need. She has the physical presence to guard. She has the moxie to guard. She plays with huge bravado on both sides of the basketball. She believes if she's got a smaller person on her or a bigger person that she's going to score, right? She defends. Like, she's unafraid. So, what she can keep giving us is what she's giving us. And she plays the right way. Like, she makes good basketball decisions, and that's why she's able to be as efficient as she's been over the past couple of games. And, now she can add this to her belt. Picked up her third foul early in the third quarter, and I wanted to take her out, but I also wanted to keep her in because of her presence. And she just said, let me stay in, I'm good. And when a player says that, it's a trust thing at that point. I got to trust her to not get into foul trouble, and then she got to trust me to know that I let her stay out there, so she doesn't want to, she didn't want to put me in a position where I can't trust her. So it was huge. Like, it was great for her to play through that.
Look, it didn't take us long to figure out Joyce Edwards is absolutely different. The 6'3 freshman coming off the bench is averaging 12.2 points, 4.9 rebounds, 1.2 assists, 1.2 steals, half a block, and shooting at 55.9% from the field. She is leading South Carolina, arguably the best and deepest team in the country, in scoring off the bench as a freshman. At 6'3", she has been a force, and she's gotten better every game. Like, the last month, bro, has been the Joyce Edwards show, and I agree with Coach Don Staley. I made a video previously where I talked about her work ethic, and Coach Don Staley talked about her work ethic, her determination, and how Joyce is in the gym so much, they kind of wish she would ease up a little bit and not be in the gym so much, just to give her body a rest. But, she's relentless. We're talking about a three-sport star coming into college, very athletic, very versatile, very coordinated, very skilled, runs the floor well, does not play like a freshman. Already has a go-to post move. This is the clip where I knew Joyce Edwards was elite. Like, the behind-the-back reverse lay, your average freshman is not doing that. She is so different. Great finisher around the post, like on the block. Forget about it. She got somebody smaller, barbecue chicken. She got somebody bigger, she blowing by him or she's spinning off of him. And she's great at getting it off the glass, using the angles, her body, her frame built for contact, like positioning, establishing positioning, great length, runs the floor extremely well, high motor, defends, rebounds, can pass the ball. Like, she really does a little bit of everything, man. And I know it was kind of uncertain what her role would be and how big it would be in year one. And it was unfortunate for the injury of Ashlyn Watkins and how her season ended. But it, however, has been a very big development and push and Joyce Edwards' progression as she has really become the alpha on this team in the paint as far as demanding the basketball, scoring the basketball, being in the right position to receive the basketball. Like, it's been some time since we've seen a freshman really take over for South Carolina, especially in big games, like the biggest stages. And I'm not going to say it like, I'm not saying, because Tessa Johnson, Malaysia Fulwale, I'm very aware what they did, but I'm talking about a freshman big. A freshman big. I want to clarify that, South Carolina fans. Don't eat me up. A freshman big. It's been a little while since they've had a dominant force like Joyce Edwards, who's super skilled, great passion, great energy, high IQ, very poised, played through 3 fouls, like our last game against LSU, has already really earned the trust of Dawn Staley. And Coach Dawn Staley, man, for her to come out and say that as halfway through Joyce's freshman year, that she will be the best player in college basketball at some point soon, is very exciting, because I'm a firm believer. It's very exciting that the trajectory that they see, that she's already, like, we knew she was going to be destined for greatness, but it's happening very fast. She's growing up very quick on the court, and she's producing at a high rate. And I mean, if they do go and win a championship, Joyce Edwards has proven she's going to be a big part of that. She's just been very efficient, doesn't turn the ball over, very, like, almost 60% from the field is insane for a freshman. The physicality, the pace, the speed of the game has not bothered her at all. Like, she has been one of the top weapons for South Carolina, man, and she's playing over 20 minutes a game. I definitely am standing behind Coach Dawn Staley on this take too, man. Everything, the sky's the limit. It's written in the stars for Joyce Edwards. Like, playing soccer, playing softball in high school, like, just coordinated, great footwork, great patience, doesn't get razzled, already becoming a leader on this team, but not having to grow too fast to where she can still learn from Sanaya Fagan and Chloe Kitts and Ashlyn Watkins as well, to the extent while she's out and while she's there. Like, Joyce Edwards has completely, I know there are other freshmen out, you know, Jelani Cambridge, Sarah Strong, Silas Swartz, you know, Keomi McMiller. Like, there are other freshmen that are having better seasons, but as far as having stats, but also impacting the game on both ends and playing major minutes and being the leading scorer on the best team in the country, arguably, with the depth and less minutes than a lot of these other players are playing. It's honestly more impressive what Joyce Edwards is doing right now, man. Like, her per 40 got to be crazy. I'm just saying, man. Like, it's very just refreshing, man, to see. This is a very talented freshman class, but it's good to see Joyce Edwards go to South Carolina. You know, she was prepared to wait her turn, but you don't necessarily, this is showing other players too. Like, if you come to South Carolina, if you can play, you can play. You don't necessarily have to wait your turn and sit behind a bunch of upperclassmen and not play. Like, Joyce Edwards is setting a standard, man, and the future of South Carolina is super bright. The present is bright. The future is bright too, though, man. Like, they are not skipping a beat. Joyce Edwards is a special talent, and she has been since she stepped foot on South Carolina's campus, man. I've been saying it, like, she has a chance to be the all-time great, the GOAT in South Carolina history. Just with her trajectory, man. We'll see. I know there have been a lot of pros and a lot of greats, and Asia Wilson is holding that crown. Leah Boston is in there as well. Like, there have been a lot of great bigs. But Joyce Edwards is going to be mentioned with those names when it's all said and done. I'm telling you that right now. I'm excited to see how the second half of the season and conference play goes for her, man, as she continues to develop. You know, I mean, she can get it off the dribble. She can shoot it. Like, that, man, you know, it's different over here. It's different over here, man. She's an elite talent. But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Talk to me. That is a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, I am Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. This is the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Until next time, we out.